What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm showing you how to make Jimmy John's. Now, it's a Subway, not a Subway. It's a sub-based restaurant. That's better. Here it is. I don't have a ton else to say about it. I mean, it's here. It exists. Whoa, my control voice clips. That's cool. Anyway, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, I probably said that way too early. Alrighty, so the space needs is a 35 by 24, and the materials being maybe to start off, I don't even know, probably. Light gray terracotta, white terracotta, stripped birch, logs or wood, that doesn't particularly matter. Black stained glass pens, black stained glass, hello? Black stained glass blocks. Birch door, which I don't really use often, come to think of it, except for I guess houses, but houses don't count. Black stone stairs. Over planks and stairs, birch stairs and planks, and I think that's everything. So, you want to start by coming either to the front left or the front right hand corner, doesn't matter. I'm going to start from the front left because I just prefer that. Although, if you have to start from the front right for some reason, or just it would be more logical to do so, then you can do that. Obviously, you can always punch out the corners of the grid, just so you know how much it's going to roughly take up. And from this, you want to go backward diagonally to the right by one, and you want to place it like right terracotta. Bring it right by one, and bring that first block also back one. So you have a little L, very tiny L, but it's an L. I guess, how do I want to do this? Bring that up with an additional 5 like gray terracotta per block. Like so. That's literally the height of the shorter part of the build. Very short. Short than a lot of other things, like that Chuck E. Cheese back there. That's a little bit tall. Well, more than a little bit taller. Like, that, literally the windows make it as tall as this. That's a, well, you need one block of that blue thing, but you get the point, the little overhang. From that bottom right, like right terracotta, you want to go back diagonally to the right by one, and then going right, you want to place, I had this number in my mind, and it's gone now, 10 more like right terracotta. There you go, pretty easy. Going left to right or right to left on top of that does not matter. You want to place strip birch log, facing up, 3 black stained glass panes, strip birch, they'll all face up by the way, white terracotta, strip birch, 3 black stained glass panes, and then a strip birch. Copy that row one more time. And then place 2 rows of white terracotta on top of that. I almost went 1. One is what you'll see that looks like a big forehead. One is what one is what you'll see. The second one is just so there's something behind the polished black stone stairs that we'll place later. I don't want to worry about those right now. Yeah, I don't. Come to the far right hand like right terracotta, and you want to go 4 diagonally to the right with another like right terracotta from that. Then go right one. Back diagonally to the right with a black glass. Right with a birch door. Black glass. 4 diagonally to the right with a like right terracotta, and then right by one. I guess to start off easily, bring either black glass up by 2 and then connect them together at the top. Bring each like right terracotta up with 4 white terracotta, and then connect the top 2 rows together. Like so. So it'll give you a N, I guess. This whole side here, you basically want to copy on the other side. I'll kind of instruct it, I guess. From this far right one, then you want to actually go back diagonally to the right with a light gray terracotta. Bring it right by 10. Left to right or right to left on top of that, doesn't matter. Place strip birch, 3 glass, strip birch. White terracotta, strip birch, 3 black stained glass pane, strip birch. And then you want to copy that row one more time, and then after that, you'll place 2 rows of white terracotta. And I say that a little bit faster so I can say, hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part, I guess. I don't know. Lame Wednesday? I don't know what day of the week it is, man. I lost that sense like 3 years ago. Once COVID hit, it just dissolved. Except for Friday. Friday I have a sixth sense for, but that is Friday, so that is acceptable. Come to the far right, like right terracotta, and you want to bring it forward diagonally to the right by one. Then go right one, back one. So again, you make a backwards L. Not me, like, actually confirming with my fingers that that is what that is. You want to place on top of that 5 like right terracotta. On top of each one again. And then that will literally be, like, the front done. Except for a few minor things. The sides are basically the same. Now, there's one change with them that I am going to point out when we get there. But for now, what I'm going to tell you to do is I'm going to tell you to go inward diagonally backward from the back like right terracotta of each pillar. With a like right terracotta again. And then bring it back by... Frick, I don't even know the number. 17. Yeah, so the total row of 18 you'll get, and then it's so 1 plus 17 equals 18. Nice. Going front to back on either one, you want to place a strip birch log, 3 black stained glass, strip birch, 8 white terracotta, strip birch, and then this is where they change. So go do what you just did on the other side up to there. Like that. And then at the left, you'll place behind that 3 white terracotta and a strip birch. And on the right, you'll place black stained glass pane, 1 block gap, black stained glass pane, and then a strip birch. So it'll give you this. A little weird that I did it that way, but don't question my tactics. They work perfectly fine. Copy both of those rows each individually one more time. And then we'll be on our way to having more walls. I can't wait. This is not actually that bad of a build. Pretty tiny. Better than whatever I was trying to make originally when I made this, which I don't think that's still in this world. I think I scrapped it, and it's like somewhere around where Midas was. If it is still there. I don't know. It's over in that direction, or was. The freaking logo is what I struggled with, believe it or not. Anyway, on top of either side, then you can place your 2 rows of white terracotta. Also, using terracotta, I don't know why I decided to do that today. So I just, like, woke up, and I didn't wake up. I didn't wake up and decide that. But I was looking at a picture, and I was like, you know what? It's time to pull out the white and, like, gray terracotta, because they work nicely together. Just kind of an interesting combo in general. But it isn't, right now it looks kind of weird because of how much white there is, but it'll get split up with some polished blackstone and some mangrove and some other colors. And the strip birch is also kind of towards that. It just makes the windows kind of pop a little bit more. Anyway, at the back, you can go back diagonally outward with the light gray terracotta, then go back one and in one from that. And then that'll give you more corners. And then those corners can also be brought up with 5 light gray terracotta. These are 1 taller, and I am aware of this, by the way. That should be that way. That'll make more sense when we're... Yeah. At the back, you can connect... Basically, you can kind of make all the walls connect diagonally. So I guess if you want to go from the inside of the wall, you can go back diagonally to the right from the side that I'm on with light gray terracotta and just bring it all the way across the back. I'm not giving you a number because that's not worth my time. And then at the left and the right, you want to place a stripped birch log. Going in from the left one from my perspective, right one if you're at the back of the build, so it's this one over here. You can see where it is. Place 3 white terracotta and then a strip birch. On the other side, it'll be black stained glass pane, 1 block gap, black stained glass pane, strip birch. That'll give you this big open middle, which will be just white terracotta. Guess what? Copy that row one more time. Everybody's favorite. Again, very simple build. Some of my builds aren't intended to be complicated or anything. They're just intended to be easy and look good for what they are, at least in my opinion. Place 2 rows of white terracotta on top of that. Obviously, my opinion doesn't matter. If you think it's stupid, then, you know, go watch somebody else's tutorial, I guess, or make your own. I always encourage that. yes, I do make tutorials. Yes, that is part of my channel. But at some point, you know, this is a mold that you have to break with that, I think. I'll talk about that while I do this next step. You want to surround the top row of white terracotta going all the way around in polished black stone stairs. Now, you don't want to go in front of the light gray terracotta pillars. Those will just stay pillars. I don't know. So it'll basically be like this on the front, and then on the other sides it also will be similar. Kind of give you a little thing, I don't know. But yeah. I used to follow tutorials, and then I was like, one day I was like, you know what? Because I made that McDonald's, and I was like, you know what? This is going up on the tube, and then it just turned into this. And this is like one. This is probably like 4%, not even 4% of the builds that are in this world. It's insane. Um. Anyway, below the polished blackstone stairs, you can place upside down mangrove slabs. This just adds another color barrier in between the I guess the black and the white. I don't want to because it's really between the polished blackstone and the white, and the polished blackstone isn't really black. It's more like a really dark blue, bluish purple. Like it's just it doesn't. It's not quite black. Although the black concrete will be on top, which we'll do next. Great transition. You want to bring each white terracotta up with a black concrete, and then that will give you everything will be the same height now, which is I guess what you want. I don't know. I only build the builds. I don't tell you what you think is good or bad. Or I tell you what I think is good or bad, but not what you, because it's your opinion, not mine. Very useless information. The center section, you really cannot tell from this perspective, but it's the, why does this feel wrong? I just can't math, apparently. Take this middle row of black concrete here at the front center, and you want to bring it up with 3 additional rows of black concrete. Sorry, it just felt weird to me. Like, that just didn't feel right. But no, it is. I'm stupid. I was thinking 4. Because the letters, I was like, oh yeah, there's 3 blocks. No, they're 2.5 blocks. They're not 3. Speaking of, actually, no. Take the left and the right of the that taller black concrete, and you want to bring the top 2 blocks back by however much you choose. I did 4 originally. I'll keep it as 4. And then you can connect that back together. I don't really care what it is particularly. There's no math to that. Those are like the types of numbers where it doesn't matter what it is. It's not going to change the build very much. I just wouldn't advise having it less than 3. 3, I think, would work. 5 does look a little plump, I think. But if you did 1, 1 would just look doom. It would look very doom. 2 would, I guess, work, but 3 is probably where I'd cut that number off. Anyway, clear inventory and get out birch planks, birch stairs, mangrove planks. I know we're opening and closing a lot of categories here. Mangrove stairs and mangrove slabs. Literally all in categories. Awesome. At the center section here, you want to come to the bottom left black concrete and do your best attempt to go up diagonally to the right, but I want to place a mangrove slab. You'll notice if it's wrong. That's as simple as it is. Then place going right, upside down mangrove stair, 1 block gap, slab, upside down stair facing right. Both the stairs are facing right. I don't know why I didn't specify it the first time, but there you go. Bring each upside down stair up with a plank and then a slab. Now this is where it gets really tricky. Ready? On top of each top black concrete and I guess light gray terracotta, you want to place a birch plank. This is not where it gets tricky, by the way. This was sarcasm. The trickiest part was probably... Honestly, there was nothing tricky about this build. This is like on the top 3 easiest tutorials I've ever made, probably. Well, maybe not. Pixel arts are probably the hardest. Except for that one mansion. That one mansion was a pain. And if you've been around for long enough, you know what I'm talking about. Surround the birch planks and upside down birch stairs going all the way around the build. You should figure out how these curve. I don't feel like explaining the curves. Because I never have, and I'm probably never going to. But it just should work around the build logically. Like, you don't want to just place like a row. Like in the corner, you make it cornered, etc. I've played, hopefully you played enough Minecraft, you didn't know. I've played too much Minecraft where I can just do this like practically with my eyes closed. Not really. If I did like the same build 100 times, I probably could, but there's just like little things that you could. screw up. And also, it's a different, like, length each time, and just sizes are different. It's never the same. Now what you want to do is you want to fill in your entire roofs, I guess both of them, in with birch planks. If you want to use a different block, I don't really care what you do. That's not my opinion. Don't forget these four corners, too, these little dots. Because they need to be filled in. Oh, but what was I going to say? I was going to say something about the mansion thing. I don't know, I'm going to fill this in because I can. Probably not a lot of people remember that. But I think it was not my most recent, but the one before that. It was just, like, so many little details. And it wasn't hard, necessarily. It was just so time-consuming. Like, it took you 30 minutes to do a wall because of all the detailing. It's kind of absurd. But sometimes those are the builds that are the best builds and that stick out the most. I think if you flew around the city, like, that'd be one of the things that would catch your eye. I'm just, like, looking at the hospital back there, that catches my eye. But that's not very good, I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, if I ever remake the hospital, I might make it the same. Follow this interior. It's like, have the structure the same, which would be lazy, I know, just reskinning it, basically. But just, like, make the windows look better. Because I'm looking at it from here, right? Obviously, the windows have a pattern to them for how they would work in relation to the rooms, which is all okay, you know, I'm okay with that. Just looking at it, it's like, it just looks bland and boring. There's nothing interesting to it. I mean, the front gray concrete, I guess, looks cool. Well, that's enough rambling. Once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Jimmy John's exterior complete. I'll do an interior at some point. I don't know. Recording times have been weird, and doing interiors take longer, so I'm not really recording as many, and I've been trying to avoid doing them in general. So yeah, you'll get it at some point. It might be like a week or so. I'll try to work it out to where it isn't too long, but I apologize if it is. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.